Hi everyone, this is Deanna, the Organized Miss, and I need to destash. I need to get rid of all the things, and I just need to make room. I have multiple reasons for this, and it's been something on my kind of to-do list for a while, but you know, sometimes something happens and you just have to do it. And my something is I need to downsize and make room for my daughter to come stay with me for a little bit. She's going to try to really power through some of her classes and get graduated from college soon. So we decided, well, she decided, I'm just there to support her however I can, but she decided that her best option was maybe to live with me for a while and save her money and just really put her focus on her academic goals. So that means this craft room is gonna have to transform into livable space for her. And so my loss is your gain. I need to get rid of stuff, and I don't have the heart to throw it away. Some of this stuff, you know, I've been collecting it and recycling it and using it, and some of this stuff that I'm going to show you today was from previous projects, and they're like bits and pieces and, you know, left over. And so one of the things that I've wanted to do was kind of put together some little kits and put them up on my Etsy. Currently what I do is just digital. Whatever I make sometimes things with art, and then I create digital images with them. But because I need to process some of this stuff, I need to sell it. So I have put together some kits, and I'm going to list them as physical kits in the shop. So what this is, and I've got 5 of them here, but I've got a sample that I'm going to show you. They're all very similar. They have different things in them, but they're all kind of the same theme, and they're from the same products, if that makes sense. So another reason why I'm selling them as opposed to just giving things away, because I mean, I guess I could do that. And I may still have some happy mail go out, because I'm not lying when I say I have a lot of stuff, and I can't get rid of all of it because I need things to craft, but I need to make the room. So is that I'm wanting to raise some funds and start saving money for next year's Miss Kansas. And also, so that's all self-funded. I do not have any current support. So our committee provides support for the girls. And but as far as mine, it's on my own. So I work with the girls year round. I do not charge them. I don't feel that I should. So it's kind of my expensive hobby, but I really want to do some more things this next year. I'd like to sponsor some scholarships myself, and in order to do that, I really need to sell some more stuff. And I've got plenty. So that is the motivation behind all of this. And so this is just going to be the first items, and just maybe to test and see if people are interested in it. So I'm going to do theme kits, and this is going to be kind of a neutral, it's vintage, and there may be some recycled things in here as well. Kits that I put together. I have themed Western. It's kind of a Western theme, and that's because our festival that we hold each year is a Western festival. So I do a lot of that in my art. So I'm going to take a lot of that and downsize it. So this is what is going to be in these kits. Well, this one, each one's a little different, but they're all going to have similar things. So it'll have a bag with little, you know, bits in there, some fibers, and you know, maybe a button and some little things. So, and I picked them out as I was preparing this. I was creating kind of a story line with the items. But obviously when you get it, you'll turn it into your own story. So I just kept things kind of neutral for these kits. I have it a little color to go with the story. So that'll be one thing that you get in there. And then all of these things will vary. So I'll let you know, like this is a flower that I made, and it's out of coffee filters, so recycled. They're ones that were used and rinsed out and dried, and then some lace that I have, and I just created little flowers. So embellishments, And there'll be a variety. Some may have this, some may not. And then I have just this fun little thing, but I like the color of it. It's like a leaf. I think this is an aspen leaf. A little label. So some of this stuff has been in my kits and I've used part of it and I've got things left over. They're in here. So if it's in here, it's because I felt it went with it and I had it. Like this little yellow flower, and that's going to go with the theme of this. So I included that little piece there. Every kit will have a couple of these little labels to put on a card or a tag or a pocket or whatever you want to do with it. So a couple of those. They'll come with a coffee dyed doily. And then they'll have some coffee dyed cheesecloth, and then a piece of fabric that can be used for, all kinds of things, pockets or embellishments or flips. So that'll be in here, and the color will vary based on the kit and kind of what I was thinking. Each kit will have a pocket. It may look like this. It may be more of a tag pocket, but it'll be something, and it will have something in it. So the something that it will have in it, each of them will have a I don't know what this is called. Well, it says the Drover's Bank, but it's a it's like a little tag or a little piece of embellishment. And then there will be a variety of different kinds of tags. So they may be made from recycled items. They may have been things that I made in the past for a different project and I just have left over, which is the case with this. They'll have a couple of these kind of tags. This one actually has a word on it, so like a flashcard tag. It may or may not have some of these, but you'll get the idea. It may have that. I think they all have one of these. Some have index cards, some don't. This is coffee dyed. And so this is a pocket, and it was made with a book called Code of the West. So all of the papers in here will have something to do with this theme, because this was one of the junk journals that I made, I think last year. And I will link that either on the description box or it'll pop up here, so you can watch that journal that I made with this book. So I still have book pages, and I have other books in this theme. So let's see, let's just put that in there. Where's that? So they're all going to have, some variety of tags in a pocket. I think they all have a flashcard of some kind. I don't know what kind it'll be, but it will look like this, but different numbers. This is the image that I selected for this one. So I have a couple of different Western kind of images that I've included. So again, you can tell your own story. I built this kind of with this image in mind. And then there will be some kind of scrapbook or specialty paper or something that you can use in your journaling. This is a vintage receipt. So I just fold it in half. You can either include it in a signature or cut it and, I don't know, collage, anything. Some ledger paper. And then one page from both Code of the West and Knights of the Range. Those are some Westerns that were written by Zane Grey, I believe is his name. And I came across several books at a thrift store last year. I bought a couple. I did not buy all of them. I didn't even know who he was or what it was. I've learned a lot since I made that first book. And, well, I made two actually. So since I made these two books, I've learned a lot more about who he is and how most all of the original like Western movies and spaghetti Westerns and that kind of thing were based on his novels. So pretty neat. Another little side note, fun fact, is he lived in a part of the country where I have family from, in the same small town, which was so weird. He didn't live there his whole life, but for parts. So anyway, just a neat little connection, and I knew nothing about it. Each kit will also have a bag that you can use. You can either put it in the signature, you can collage it up, you can use it as a pocket, whatever. They'll have a a copy dyed envelope of some kind, and it will be some mail that came to me. It'll be, you know, something like one of these, basically. They're all a little different. And then a couple of sheets of coffee dyed paper that I actually made. You know, they all have slightly different patterns on them. There'll be a couple of those that you can start a signature with. You can maybe just put it in a journal you already have and use this as, you know, maybe your back page. I'm not sure. And there'll be a little note in there from me, and then the envelope. So this is what it will all come in. This is the basic, you know, kind of structure of what's in this kit. And I have 4 more over here and just loaded up. And the variety will be slightly different, like I said, but it's very similar to this. You'll have a couple of little bits and bobs differently, but I'm going to put them up on my Etsy. And when they're gone, then I'm going to have another set. It may be Western theme, it may be something else, because I have a lot of different themes in this room. And then I'll just make another video with the next ones if I have enough stuff to make a lot more of these kits. So if it looks like they're popular and you missed out on it, but you'd like one, just drop me a message either, you know, below, or message me, or find me on any one of my social media accounts. So it's The Organized Miss. On Instagram, it's at The Organized Miss, and on Facebook, it's The Organized Miss. Just send me a message or whatever, and I will definitely probably I will, because I have plenty. So thanks for letting me share this with you. And again, check out the junk journal that I did make. In fact, I made 2 of them. I'll link both of them here. You can take a look and see kind of ways that I have used some of this material in previous projects. I'm not sure how I'll use them in others, but that's a couple. So thanks for joining me. Have a good day.